got up and I'm just screaming, I'm crying. I remember one night I went crazy in my room. I had posters of my dad up and pictures and stuff in my room, and I just went crazy. I snatched it all down. I'm snatching down all the pictures. I trashed my room. I turned the TV. I turned all my mirrors because I couldn't look in the mirror. I couldn't look at myself. I'm getting mad because, you know, I look like somebody who's not here. I'm having bad dreams. I'm getting hunted by things, y'all. When I tell you I had the most vivid, bad dreams during that time, y'all, when it's like my thoughts were becoming my dreams, and it was happening so much I was getting confused with reality. I'm coming to school and I'm tired because I'm not getting no sleep. I'm depressed, and you know, here I am. I tried to OD and, you know, slitting my wrists and stuff like that, and I still got to come to school and put on a straight face. I had all honors classes. I was in band. I'm trying to stay on top of it. You know, I got to keep up with my GPA, got to keep up with my classes, and that was a lot, y'all. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hey girl, and welcome to the YouTube family. Whew. So today I'm in my car. This is the only place where I could really talk alone and nobody hear me. So yeah, I came in my car for some privacy. But today I'm back with another video in my new series that I'm starring in. It's called But God. If this is your very first video ever in this series, started this series because I myself, I have been through a lot, and through all of that I have learned so much and gained so much knowledge and wisdom that I would like to share with y'all. And I'm on my journey with becoming closer with God and building my relationship with him. And I would like to share my journey with y'all. With me being young, I'm 20 years old, therefore I'm not perfect. I still mess up and slip up, have sins and all of that, and I'm just here to share that with y'all and show y'all that is okay. When God wants to use you, he don't need you to be perfect. None of us are flawless or anything. He will use you the way you are, whether if you addicted to weed or hypersexual, or you curse up a storm, or you homeless, or whatever it is. It don't matter. If God wants to use you, he will use you. So yeah, y'all, I started this series, But God, to just share the word, share my journey, to help and encourage y'all in any way I can. And what better way to do that than to not share my stories? I'm a strong believer of you did not go through what you went through to not share your testimony. So you never know how many people went through what you went through, feel how you feel. You never know until you start talking about it. And as I started talking about it, I seen people like, girl, you know, I feel the same way too. I don't feel alone. And that's exactly what I want. So that's why I started this series, But God. Lately, y'all, something that I have been dealing and battling with for years, I'm finally starting to like heal. Yeah, I'm starting to heal. And what I'm referring to is the loss of my father. And so today in this video, I will be doing a story time about all of that and just how it affected my life, how it changed me, the way I think, the way I act, and just all the mixed emotions I felt. And for a long time, like, I couldn't even speak of him without crying, y'all. So the fact that I can even speak on this situation, not cry, that's how I know it's time to speak on this. And I've been getting so many confirmations, y'all, like, girl, it's time to let go of all them emotions. It's time to let him go home and finally just make peace with the situation. Because for years, I had so many mixed emotions, y'all. I was angry, I was sad, I was depressed, I felt betrayed, I felt played, I just felt left behind, and just all those different emotions, y'all. It was not doing me no good. And just recently, y'all, about 2 weeks ago, Father's Day was, whenever Father's Day was, y'all, you know, because I made a video that day. It was that Friday, and I didn't even speak on exactly what it was, but I was just telling y'all, like, my spirit has been off, and that's why, like, a whole week prior to Father's Day, y'all, I started feeling depressed. I started feeling all those emotions I was feeling when I had first lost him. I started feeling angry at people and just all those mixed emotions. And when I went to church that Sunday, y'all, actually, yes, I think that's the Sunday. That's not the Sunday I went to 2 churches. I can't remember. I know Father's Day was a Sunday. I went to church Sunday, y'all, and I ended up crying like a little baby because I was feeling so many mixed emotions, y'all, and I don't know. But the preacher he had preached, he was talking about the loss of a father, and I just felt like he was speaking directly to me, so that was one. But then I went to another church. I don't know if it was that Sunday or Sunday next, and he was saying, you know, it's somebody in here, you're holding on and dwelling to a loss, a heavy loss, and I'm here to let you know it's time to let them go home. And I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, I feel like it's time, y'all. Like I said, I can speak on him, but I'm crying, and I still have my other emotions, but this is something that I've been praying on and just going to God about it, and just like, help me, God, because if only y'all knew what we about to get into that. We about to get into the story time. August 11, 2018 is literally the day that changed everything. When I say changed everything, it changed everything. That is the day that I lost my father, y'all. I'm pretty sure, I would say if y'all knew me, but my family knows, like, I was a daddy's girl. That was my best friend. He had me so spoiled and everything. So to hear those news, y'all, that was devastating. It's just like, oh my gosh, like, God, why would you do that? And at this time, I was young. I was only 15, y'all. Like, that's the beginning of everything. I was a sophomore in high school, and yeah, I was young. I didn't have no real intimate relationship with God yet. So during that time, I did not know to turn to him during those times of hardship. So I already see where I'm going with this. That was just bad. I started spiraling and everything. But that day, y'all, because my mom, she was the one who had to tell me. She tried to put it off for a little minute. My mom, I already knew, y'all, the cry that she had let out. I was just like, yeah, that's somebody died. We don't have much family. And just when I asked, I said, you know, Mom, what's wrong? And she was just like, nothing. And I already knew, y'all. I just went in my little room. I had Snapchat at the time, all our videos. I just started downloading all our pictures and videos and saving them to my phone. And I don't know, I knew, but I wasn't like crying or depressed or nothing yet because she haven't told me. So I'm like, I know, but you know, I'm not accepting it yet. So after she had finally told me, y'all, tears just instantly start crying, flowing. And honestly, y'all, I don't even remember too much else from this day because everything was just like a blur. Like, and honestly, it didn't really hit me for real until, I don't know, later, like after the funeral and everything. That's when it really started hitting me, when I realized, like, you know, okay, so now I gotta go through stuff by myself. I gotta go through the first day of school by myself. You know, he can't buy my clothes and my shoes, or, you know, he can't call me. He would always spoil me for my birthday. That year, y'all, we had a blast for my birthday. I mean, he had the party truck, the everything. I got spoiled so bad that day, y'all. It don't make no sense. And actually that day, y'all, when he took me home, sorry, I was just crying and crying and crying. My birthday is May. He passed in August of that year. And I was so upset at him for taking me home. And I had to go home, but I was just crying, y'all, crying like a baby. So it's just, I don't know. I feel like you kind of know stuff before it happened. But anyway, back to the story. So yeah, that happened. That was a blur. And when I tell y'all, just the way everything happened is what was so messed up. I just feel like everybody was grieving at the time. Nobody was really thinking clearly. And yeah, and I was young, so a lot of my feelings may have been valid, but then again, like, I don't know, y'all. But back to the story. We're gonna fast forward up until, you know, all of this happened. I'm just going through it with the mixed emotions, don't really know how to feel, don't know how to process my emotions, didn't know to stop and pray and go to God through the midst of this. So y'all, I call myself trying to be strong. I went to school. I don't know if it was I probably stayed out of school for like 2 days, y'all, and caught myself trying to go right back to school. So I was like, I don't know. I'm just that person. Life goes on. I got to keep going. I got stuff to do. I got to go. I got to distract myself so I don't feel these emotions. You know, I got to show up. I got class. I got grades to keep up with. And y'all, that was the worst idea ever. I went to school, was breaking down, crying in class, looking a mess in school. My little boo thing I had at the time had done cheating on me, and he was not there for me. I would be crying in class and he'd just be sitting there looking, know what I'm going through. Like, that was so terrible, y'all. And that on top of what I was dealing with that loss, y'all, that was the most depressed I have ever been. I cried so much, y'all. That is the most I ever cried in my life. And I honestly felt like I didn't really have anybody. My mom, she was grieving, processing stuff on her time. You know, my dad's side of the family, we not really close like that. So after the funeral, like, everybody just went on with their lives, and here I am stuck, young and grieving the loss of my father with nobody to talk to. And the only love that I thought I had, the only love that I knew of, was not there anymore. So it's like, who do I go to? So that's where the spiraling started happening. And at that time, y'all, like I said, I was young, did not know to go to God. So I'm at school, crying, a mess, life falling apart. And I started just engaging with things that I shouldn't have engaged with, just trying to feel something else than I'm feeling. So that's when the making the wrong friends came in. You know, hanging with people, doing stuff I had no business doing. I'm 15, 16 in parties with people that's way older than me, partying and drinking. And then I started smoking, and I needed to smoke every single day so I don't feel. And y'all, if y'all ever do that, please do not do that. That is not a healthy way to heal. That is not a healthy way to deal with your emotions. That is the wrong thing to do. If you feel like you need a blunt every time you are sad or depressed, that is wrong. That is the wrong thing to do. It's only going to lead you feeling worse in the future. Take it from me. I know, because I did it. The funeral, y'all. This was a part that was a blur, and I feel like this was another part that really scarred and messed me up mentally. This is something I'm still trying to get over, because I have just a lot of anger towards like people. I can't do nothing about it. So the day of the funeral, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, that was just the worst day ever. If I could have just skipped that part, I probably would have skipped it, y'all. My dad, he stayed in California, and he was married, he had a wife. And yeah, so with that being said, he had family in Columbia, which is in South Carolina, and he also had family in California. So we had people from 2 different sides of the country coming to one. So the day of the funeral, y'all, that was just a mess. I'm his daughter, and I had the funeral home people questioning if I was family, and I took that so offensive. We came in, and you know, somebody, he was like, you know, are y'all family? I said, yes, I'm his daughter. Like, who wants to be asked that? And how I was feeling, I just felt like it should have been set up to where I wouldn't even be put in that, me or nor my sisters, we shouldn't have been put in that situation to be questioned such a thing. But before that, y'all, before we even get to the funeral, you know, everybody's getting ready and family is talking, and so I was like, you know, yeah, and he's getting cremated. And I was just like, wait, he cremated? He was like, yeah, you didn't know? And I'm like, hell no, I didn't know. Like, what? So she's like, oh, you know, I'm sorry. I was just like, wow. So there's one thing, a decision that was made without me even being informed. I mean, I guess since I was young, I guess I didn't really more so have a say so. But it was just the fact that nobody had informed me. And I'm finding out this the day of the funeral. So I'm just like, what the hell? Like, who does that? So that happened. We get to the funeral, and then I'm questioning about that. And then y'all know the little funeral cars that the family ride in and stuff like that. You know, everybody pulled up in that. And here I am, the oldest daughter, with my sisters, and we just standing on the sideline. I'm like, okay, well, why wasn't we included like in that? Like, we're immediate family. We, yeah, like make it make sense. So that was another thing that had just set me off. And for a long time, y'all, not even gonna lie, I held a grudge about that. So I just felt like I was just totally just not thought of. Me nor my sisters, we were not thought of. We were not included in everything. Everybody just did, you know, that side of them did what they thought was right, and I was just completely left out in the blind. So that happens, y'all. We had the funeral, hated it. I showed out, not really showed out, but I had completely broke down and just stormed out and left and went in the bathroom and just cried my eyes out, because I could not believe this was happening. And I was so angry, y'all. And I remember feeling like I wanted to beat everybody up. I felt like a lot of the stuff was just fake and just, yeah. And once again, I'm young, so I couldn't really do nothing about it, nor did I feel like I could express myself. So all of that happens. I never seen that side of the family again. You know, family stuck around a little bit, maybe 2 weeks afterwards, I want to say. But after that, like, I'm on my own. I'm dealing with these emotions on my own. I'm battling depression on my own. I'm dealing with this loss on my own. It was sudden, so everybody reacted differently. And, you know, my mom processing her emotions and still having to take care of me and my siblings and pay the bills and go to work and show up. You know, it was hard to even sit and, you know, like, you know, yeah. So for a long time, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, I held that grudge, because I went through a lot alone, y'all. And I was angry. But now that I'm older, I realized, like, I'm not the only one that was hurting. Everybody was hurting, but I still felt like I didn't have to be so alone. So I was feeling anger and bitterness towards family. I felt betrayed towards family. And then I was feeling some type of way towards him, because me and my dad, we didn't always have like the tightest relationship. Literally, y'all, we was just getting, you know, he was always like, I don't know, y'all, just with me being in South Carolina and him being in California, it was a lot different. And I just remember for the longest time, like, I disliked my dad. I just felt like, you know, you left me, I'm here down here and going through what I was going through as a child. I just felt like he should have been there. So, you know, I started feeling those emotions again, and just angry that, you know, we just starting to get close and we're bonding and stuff like that, and then you just up and die. Like, that's how I was thinking. Those were my thoughts. And so, yeah, y'all, my high school years, my freshman year, and I want to say my 8th grade year, you know, that's when we really started to get tight and build that tight bond. You know, I knew him, but that's when the tight bond really got. So I just felt like I didn't have much time with him. I was mad at him for leaving. I was angry that he just couldn't fight longer. Not that that's his fault, but, you know, that's how I was feeling at the time. And as I got older, I started to, like, to this day, I still kind of question, like, you know, you don't question God, but I'm just still a little, like, confused, or just like, what was God's point? You know, everything happened for a reason, and God planned for us. He plans out for us, for the better of us. It's just, yeah, we just got to trust him and trust the process. And I get it a little bit, but still sometimes I have my days to where I'm confused. I'm just very confused. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. Losing my dad is what made me, you know, become the young woman I am today. I had to learn to not be so dependent, because my dad, he was also always just a phone call away. If I want my hair done, hey, I want some money for my hair. Okay, sent. You know, hey, you know, I want this, I want that. You know, like I said, I was spoiled, so I was very much enabled. And when he passed, all of that stopped. All the excess funds and stuff, that stopped. Keep in mind, my mom, she was a young mom of 4, not 1, 2, 3, but 4 kids. So that has set us back a lot, y'all. And I feel like that's what inspired me to start my business and start my journey in entrepreneurship, start my YouTube, start having a different, you know, sources of income. And he himself, he was also an entrepreneur. He ain't worked no 9 to 5. He wasn't clocking in on no job. So that was inspiring, because when I was a little younger, I'm gonna say like 16, 17, maybe even 18, I had this mindset of just, I want to be like my daddy, I want to be like my daddy, I want to be like him, I want to be like him. So he was my motivation. He was the reason why I, you know, went hard like I did. He was the reason why I made that switch from nursing to business. You know, he is who inspired me, because I wanted to live like him. You know, he was living his best life in helicopters and traveling and eat the best food and buying all the best clothes. And yeah, that made me who I am in that way, with, you know, not being so dependent. And it also, y'all, in the midst of all of this, I found a strength that I didn't even know I had in me. Because like I told y'all, I was young and going through all the stuff, you know, by myself, and still going through, you know, ordinary little high school drama and everything else. Like, y'all, I just felt like the whole world had just fell on my shoulders. I just had so much on my plate, from just, you know, trying to stay strong, trying to still do my schoolwork, trying to, you know, got all this drama going on with the little ex-boo thing and stuff like that, and having the suicidal thoughts and the suicidal attempts that I was battling. And then at one point, y'all, I couldn't even sleep in my room. It was so bad, y'all. I would have to sleep with my light on. My mom would have to sleep for me. I can't say that part, y'all. My mom was there for me, because I couldn't sleep by myself for a while. And I remember I would keep having bad dreams. I was getting attacked by the devil, y'all. I would be sleeping, laying in my bed, and I'm stuck. My eyes are open and I can't move. I want to scream, but I can't. I remember one time, y'all, I had my great-grandma chair. It was in the corner of my room. And I sit up, y'all, and I'm not even gonna tell you no lie. It was a man sitting in my chair with very long legs, y'all, and that scared the absolute, excuse my French, but it scared the shit out of me. So I got up and I'm just screaming, I'm crying. I remember one night I went crazy in my room. I had posters of my dad up and pictures and stuff in my room, and I just went crazy. I snatched it all down. I'm snatching down all the pictures. I trashed my room. I turned the TV. I turned all my mirrors, because I couldn't look in the mirror. I couldn't look at myself. I'm getting mad because, you know, I look like somebody who's not here. I'm having bad dreams. I'm getting hunted by things, y'all. When I tell you, I had the most vivid bad dreams during that time, y'all, when it's like my thoughts were becoming my dreams, and it was happening so much I was getting confused with reality. I'm coming to school and I'm tired because I'm not getting no sleep. I'm depressed, and you know, here I am. I tried to OD and, you know, slitting my wrists and stuff like that, and I still got to come to school and put on a straight face. I had all honors classes. I was in band. I'm trying to stay on top of it. You know, I got to keep up with my GPA, got to keep up with my classes, and that was a lot, y'all. And I just remember one time, y'all, I had completely lost it. I went to school. I stopped doing my work. My grades had dropped. My teachers wasn't asking no questions. They was just putting in the zeros. You know, they know it wasn't like me. They know I'm a student who care about my work, but you know, I'm going through something. I'm depressed. I was so close to giving up, y'all. I couldn't. I felt like I was losing everybody. I was losing my friends. I had lost him. I'm battling stuff and trying to be somebody who I'm not, and involving myself with people who didn't love me, didn't care for me. But at the time, you know, I didn't too much care. I just wanted to feel some type of love. I was looking for love in the wrong places, involving myself with the wrong things and the wrong people, and not knowing what to do. So that itself, y'all, that was a time where I honestly, I had completely lost myself. I had lost control. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted to be, but I still showed up. And all of that, y'all, it gave me the strength that I cannot explain, but a strength that nobody can take from me, y'all. And yeah, y'all, y'all know that saying, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. And that most definitely made me stronger mentally, physically. You know, I'm saving myself from all these attempts and stuff like that. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, shortly after that, me and Quan, we started dating. Yeah, me and Quan started dating after that. So Quan was with me during a lot of stuff, and you know, he was there to help me. But also, y'all, we're young, so yeah, we're not gonna talk about it, but y'all get it. You know, you're young, so we don't know too much, don't know better about too much, and just honestly, y'all, I just felt like at that time I was just, I don't know, like causing problems just because of what I was going through internally. And so yeah, fast forward to where I'm a little older, y'all, it had completely affected my love life. I started looking for my father's love from other people. I started expecting other people to do things that he was doing for me. And yeah, that was completely unhealthy. It wasn't fair. And yeah, y'all, that also led me to messing with just kind of anybody, y'all. Anybody who I felt like had a trait of my dad. You know, I want to talk to you. You know, I just wanted to feel some part of him from somewhere, y'all. And with me craving him so much, y'all, I started going crazy. And I feel like this was the first time I actually started to feel some type of peace, y'all, because when I would be losing myself, I would have a dream. I remember one time I had a dream and he was talking to me through like some radio or something, but it was his voice, y'all. And he just told, I can't remember exactly what he said, but I'm getting high, y'all. But he had so many encouraging words for me. And I told this dream to the wrong person, y'all. I told it to somebody I was close to at the time who honestly was no good for me either, but you know, they was family. So, you know, I thought, you know, hey, you know, yeah, but she probably don't even remember this dream. But yeah, y'all, I had this dream, y'all, and he just said the most encouraging words to me, y'all. And I just wish instead of telling somebody, I had wrote it down. That was another thing, y'all. I started always wanting to need somebody. I always needed somebody around. I needed somebody to talk to. I needed somebody to be there for me. I needed to be in somebody's face. And that was another unhealthy habit that I had developed because I was grieving and didn't know how to handle it, y'all. But every time I felt myself like losing it, I would have a dream about him. I had a dream about us in an arcade together. I had a couple dreams about him, y'all. So that is definitely something that helped with my healing process. I still just felt like, you know, he was there, like he could hear me or see me or something like that. And with me being so just sad and wanting to desperately talk to him, y'all, I wanted to go see psychics and mediums and getting into the readings and stuff like that. And here I am, not going towards God. I'm going to these worldly stuff, trying to just talk to him. I wanted to see him. I got one more thing to say. And y'all, if y'all ever get yourself feeling like that, please do not do it. Because like y'all see how God blessed me with the dreams where I'm able to hear him myself and see him myself. I didn't need no psychic or no medium, you know, yeah, God came through for me, y'all. And that stuff right there, y'all, I don't care what nobody say, that is nothing but the devil. Please do not do that. There is even a scripture in the Bible, I don't know where it is, but I just remember I had came across it. It was talking about how like the mediums, the psychics and stuff like that, like, you know, we're not supposed to do that. So do not do that, y'all. The readings, none of that. Please do not do it. And so fast forward to where I am now. Honestly, y'all, I feel like I'm okay. Like I have my times where I'm sad, and you know, of course, you always gonna miss somebody, especially with that kind of loss. You're always gonna miss them. But you know, I'm no longer suicidal. I no longer think about him and want to just crash out. I no longer, you know, look at my sisters and just want to cry. For a long time, y'all, I love them to death, but sometimes I couldn't look at them for too long because they look too much like him. all of them, every last one of them, they have a trait. I'm saying every last one of them like it's a lot of us. It's only 4 of us, 4 girls. Me, Nene, and Jada. But all of them, they remind me of him in some kind of way. Like, I'm gonna have to get all of us in the camera at once. So y'all done seen us before, but all of us just look so much like him. So with that being said, y'all, like, I would look at them and get sad, but I no longer do that. I could talk about him and, you know, be happy. I could talk about our memories and, you know, not feel hurt. And I'm healing, y'all. I remember at one point I was scared to heal. I just felt like that was the wrong thing to do. Like, you know, no, I don't want to let him go. No, I don't want to forget. It's not forgetting, you know, because I'm not going to forget. And I hope if any of y'all feel like this, y'all need to hear this. You're not forgetting that person. You're not letting that person go, but you're making peace with the situation so that you can be okay, so that you can sleep better at night, so that you can, you know, just be better. You know, you don't have to be sad and depressed to, you know, remember that person. And that's where I'm at, y'all. I'm just, yeah, I made peace with everything. Forgave those who I just, you know, I started back communicating with some of that side of the family, and I let everything go, and just what happened. And that's that, y'all. And I'm okay. And I just, for anybody who, you know, lost a dad, there's a couple people I know that's young and lost their fathers too. And I'm just like, dang, you know, sadly, that is the thing. But life gets better, y'all. It really does. Like, it gets better. You don't have to be sad every day. And yeah. Just remember him in everything you do, you know. And you make them proud by being successful and, you know, doing everything that they would love for you to do. Yeah, y'all. But I feel like I done said everything that needed to be said. So that is the end of this video, y'all. Thank y'all for watching and listening. And I hope I helped somebody in some kind of way. And just know, like, God is not going to put you through anything that you cannot handle. I used to hate when people told me that. I hated when they said that. I felt like that was stupid, because I felt like at the time I could not handle that. But fast forward to where I am now, yeah, I could most definitely handle that. You know, look at how it turned out. But yeah, y'all, I love y'all, and thank y'all for watching this video. I'm about to get out this hot car, because your girl don't have no air in the car. You know, if I had some air, you know, that would be better. I would sit and have the air. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to go ahead and cut this camera. Thank y'all for watching. I will talk to y'all in my next video in this series. But God.